Addiction, whether it's food, drugs, alcohol, or even gambling, crosses all socioeconomic lines, including religion and those who minister to us. A conference was held recently addressing these concerns and was featured in the recent edition of the Catholic Mirror. The theme, What Every Faith Leader Should Know About Addiction, touched an audience of pastoral ministers, clergy, and others. Peggy Weber has more.
Ordinary resurrections are happening all over Western Massachusetts for people with addictions, according to Father Mark Stelzer, an associate professor of humanities at the Elms College in Chicopee. He should know. In addition to being a priest and educator, he is an alcoholic. He talked about his journey to sobriety at the special program held for pastoral ministers and graduates of Guest House, an organization which helps clergy, men and women religious, and seminarians suffering from addictions and other behavioral health conditions.
Guest House, as many of you here in the room know, has been very influential in my own life, both personally and professionally. They were there twice for me, back in 1999 when I began the journey of recovery in Rochester, and again in 2007 when, for a co-occurring disorder and relapse, they were there to pick up the pieces again and give me that second start.
Father Stelzer, who teaches a course on addiction at the Elms, said that the topic is one of great interest to many.
It's a very timely topic for us in the church to be talking about addiction because in Francis we see somebody whose ministry before and since his election as Pope has been one of outreach to the addicted.
He noted that Pope Francis even visited a treatment center when at World Youth Day in Brazil last year. And Father said that although addiction is a major problem, especially with the increase of heroin addiction in the area, there are reasons to hope.
So the resurrection is not an event of the past. It's taking place. And I believe one of the places we see these ordinary resurrections taking place daily is in the work of treatment and in the work of recovery.
Jeff Heinrich is the executive director of men's treatment at Guest House. He also has been in recovery for 33 years.
One of the things that I say when I talk about my family history is that when you shake my family tree, about every third thing that falls out is an alcoholic. There's an incredible genetic component to addiction.
Jeff adds that addiction is very treatable and that 12-step support groups do help. He notes that between 10 and 15% of the population have a problem with addiction, whether it be gambling, shopping, pornography, food, or chemical addiction.
People take a look at addiction and they make it into a moral issue. When I talk about this, I say that it's a chronic issue, it's a medical issue. We wouldn't shame somebody because they had diabetes.
Addiction and recovery can be so difficult, but the presenters here at the Elms College stressed that spirituality can and does make a difference.
The participants gathered for a noon mass as part of the day, and the spiritual side of addiction was included in the discussion. Father Ryan Rooney participated in the Damascus program at Guest House from October of 2013 to March of 2014. The results are remarkable. During that period, Father Ryan lost 120 pounds, and he continues to lose weight. To date, he has lost about 145 pounds. He hopes to lose more.
I went there blindly, not knowing what it would be. I found a 12-step program out there, which also allowed me to connect with people that were dealing with food issues.
He noted that the spiritual component of Guest House was helpful.
The Guest House program is unique in allowing a spiritual component to guide the process of recovery, being with other priests, brother religious, and deacons and some seminarians, and to connect with them. They know the same struggles. They might be struggling with other addictions, to alcohol, to drugs, to other things, but the common thing is that those are mere symptoms of something going on deep down.
Father Ryan says that his struggles have actually helped him as a priest.
Once you are able to grasp the fact that we ourselves need healing, we ourselves need to be healed, we can then minister to others from a compassionate standpoint, from a means of solidarity, because we share in their struggles and we're able to connect on that level.
Father Ryan has been quite open about his struggles and even has a blog, The Way and the Truth, a Catholic priest on a weight loss journey. And he has published an essay in America Magazine about his struggles. Father Ryan uses his phone to track calories and a Fitbit to monitor his exercise and sleeping. He loves the e-tools and says they are a big help. He, like Father Mark, acknowledged that recovery is lifelong and that the approach is one day at a time. Addiction is a problem, but there is hope, according to Guest House and the many who gathered at the Elms College. It is a complex issue, but it is treatable. And Father Ryan and Father Mark will tell all who will listen that you can succeed. For Real to Real, I'm Peggy Weber.